Recently I brought a canonet QL17 G-III. It's a fixed lens compact rangefinder made by Canon. It has a 40mm f1.7 with shutter speeds from 1/500th of a second down to 1/4 and bulb. When I first got this camera, first thing I did was I took it on a photo walk. I've been looking for sort of an everyday carry camera. I've been wanting to try some rangefinder things, and I thought this was a good little camera to start off with. So I took it out with me to take some test images. So what do you guys think of the images? I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. This is a nice little lens. 40mm is pretty versatile, just wide enough to get things in, although I do like shooting at 28mm from time to time, so not the widest, but still pretty good, and just not quite as tight as 50. Good little versatile lens. The 1.7 is good for low light if you're shooting indoors or you want to do some just in a pinch portraiture and you want to sort of open the lens up and get some bokeh. It's not too bad. One of the things I liked about this camera for an everyday carry was the size. It's pretty small, it's pretty compact. Being that it's a fixed focal length or a fixed lens camera, the lens is tiny and at 1.7 it's really small. All your settings are on the actual lens, so your shutter speed and your aperture. So if you're used to that with say like an Olympus or another camera that does that, that would feel like second nature to you. Feels a bit clumsy to me because I've never used a camera that has the shutter speed on the actual lens. It's always on a top dial. But the size and build of it's pretty good. Another thing I really like about this camera is the look. I think it's a really sexy camera. It looks good. The fixed focal length lens looks nice on there. The colors and everything, it just looks really nice and well made. So I'm pretty happy with this camera overall, but there are a few cons which kind of make it a deal breaker for me, and it's probably why I'm going to sell it. The first one is that it is a fixed lens camera. 40mm is good. I like it as a focal length. It's good sort of little documentary lens, but I like shooting at 28mm a lot of the time. And for me, not being able to change lenses is a bit of a deal breaker. The second thing is the battery and the metering. So you can only use the meter when you're in shutter priority mode. This only has shutter priority mode for its auto modes. And it had, well, when it was made, it had a Mercury battery, and they don't make Mercury batteries anymore. So you either have to send it away to get the diodes changed so that you can use the new modern batteries with it, or if you use a modern battery, the meter is relatively inaccurate. I haven't done any specific tests, but it looks like it's a few stops underexposed when it starts off. So if you can work around that, or you get really good at knowing what the meter does, then it might be a really good solution for you. And the other thing is the shutter speed only goes up to 1/500th. That's pretty slow. If you want to open it up or do anything like that, you can't, and I just find that a little bit annoying. I know a lot of rangefinders only go to 1/1000th or 1/2000th, but I think that's kind of like a minimum that you'd want. One of the biggest pros for this camera though is the price. It's pretty cheap. I think I paid 300 Australian, probably around 225, 250 US. And for a fixed lens or for a rangefinder, it's pretty good. The lens is nice. It has a lot of good things going for it. And at that price, it's a good way to jump into rangefinders and see if you like that style of shooting, if you like focusing with them, and just if you like this kind of camera. And you know, it's not too bad. So that's one of the biggest redeeming factors this camera has. So after shooting a few rolls for this camera, I don't think I'm going to keep it. I think I'm going to sell it. I want a camera with interchangeable lenses, and I'm willing to pay a bit more to find my sort of perfect everyday carry sort of camera. I got a few that I've got my eyes on, so keep your eye on the channel for those. Videos will probably be coming out soon. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you've used a canonet before, if you know any tips and tricks, or if you have any good advice for people looking to get one. That's always helpful. And if you want any more film camera videos, check out the channel and subscribe. There'll be heaps more coming. See you in the next one.